Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everythin Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hey, welcome to Everything Yet Nothing. We are here tonight with Mr. Stevie Lee Woods. We're going to be speaking to him about his new theater in Branson, Missouri, and what is to come in the future. Mr. Stevie Lee.
First of all, thanks for having me too. I appreciate it so much. And all you folks out there, welcome. We're here at the new theater, formerly the Pierce Arrow Theater, now Nashville Roadhouse Theater. And we got a whole lot going on here. Not only do we start our new season a week from tomorrow on Valentine's Day, so y'all make sure you're here. February 14th, 8 p.m. We have a great new lineup. We've got my show, of course, Nashville Roadhouse Live, where we meet country meets rock and roll. We've got a whole lot going on with that show. We've got two other shows in the house here that are shows that you folks really need to see. We've got Sade Shine. You can see her here on Sunday. She's on, and I tell you, the queen, she is the diva herself. She's the queen of soul. She's got it going on. Y'all need to be here and do it up. We've got Rich Watson's here and a Garth tribute. If you haven't seen this Garth tribute, I have to tell you too, Roy, this is the best Garth tribute in Branson, Missouri, hands down, bar none. So y'all need to come out and check it out. If you like Garth Brooks, this is the place to be. If you like country and rock and roll music, we've got it all. Not only are we doing the country and the rock and roll, we're also doing the original music that we've had out on the radio and television. You know we've got our own television show. Yeah. We got our television show, and guess what, man? Guess what? Check this out. Not only are we coast to coast, we were in 192 million homes. They upped it to 240 million homes in the United States alone. Plus, we were picked up by the BBC and picked up by Telemundo.
Telemundo.
I don't know how to speak Spanish, but it sounds pretty cool.
It does, doesn't it? Telemundo. I'm going to have to remember that.
Did you know? I got to tell you this. I'm going to fill you in. I'm fill you folks in there, too. Telemundo and the BBC and what we got going on here, we're in over 500 million homes. So, y'all, if you can't find us somewhere, something's wrong.
You got a problem.
We also are streaming. We're streaming right now, right?
Yep.
We're live.
Yep.
We're streaming too. You can catch us on Saturday nights and Sundays on television and streaming on all the services that you know and love, Fubo, Hulu, and all the other ones. So check us out. We're on at 9 o'clock on Saturdays and then repeat on Sundays. You can check us out on Sundays, I think at 4. You have to check your local listings. You can check TV Guide and you can check Channel Master, and you'll see us everywhere. So make sure you turn us on. Well, literally turn us on.
Turn us on. Yeah, you got to turn it on. So, are you excited for the new theater to open up this year? And I know that you got a really, really good lineup, like you said, and freaking songs are phenomenal.
Well, you've said in a rehearsal. Yeah, the whole show is brand new, everybody. Every year, we're one of the only shows in town, I think. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize to those shows. But we're one of the only shows that I know of that changes up every year. And a lot of them run the same material for several years and then, give it a facelift after a little bit. But this year, I'm excited because I think this year is probably our best show as far as variety and all that stuff is concerned. It's got a whole lot to it, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, you got some dancers in it.
Oh, we got the best dancers in Branson. Those dancers are working it.
Yeah, they work it. They do.
You guys can't see them. You can't see on the other side of the camera. They're dancing right now for you.
Yeah,
so it's really cool. Don't pan the camera, please.
So February 14th.
14. I didn't tell you. Now, you folks, you need to tell your friends on February 14th when you come here. Everyone's going to get a Valentine when they walk through the door. So it's really sweet. Isn't that sweet?
That is sweet.
Yeah, but there's more to it than just the Valentine. We want you to have that Valentine, but in those Valentines, 5 lucky couples will win dinner for 2 at some of the best and finest restaurants in Branson, Missouri for your Valentine dinner. But some big lucky winner is going to walk out here with a big screen TV, smart TV on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yes, come on out here. And if you tell them, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, man. If you call the box office at 417-336-8742, if you call the box office or you go online and book your tickets, we'll give you a $10 rate just because they are watching your show. You just say, we saw you on T. Roy's television show. When you call the box office, we saw you on T. Roy's television show, and you get a $10 rate plus tax, of course.
Okay, there you go. That's a pretty good deal, man.
That's from $42.95 down to $10 just because they watch your show.
There you go. You better watch my show. I've got a problem.
You got some guests. I've got some people along with me. You know that? So we got some people here that you want me to bring the first one on? I think it'd be way cool. You know what I should do first? I'll start off with the guys that make it all happen. All right. I'm gonna start with the first guy, and he's in charge of sound and lighting and backstage production and all that. My brother is in charge of all the production here at National Roadhouse Theater, but this gentleman does it all. And I'm going to ask him to come on over here, and I'll move out of the way and let him slide on in here so we can get him in camera with you.
You don't have to move, Stevie. He can just come sit right beside you.
You still got it?
Yeah.
All right. Where's Sean? Sean Ives.
I guess he's in customer service. I don't know.
Well, Daniel says hi.
He went somewhere.
Okay, well then, if we're waiting on Sean Ives, I'm sorry, he'll be here in just a moment. Let me get another young man. This is the guy that has worked in the music business for quite some time. He's not only a good friend, he's been working with me for about 12 years, and he happens to be my drummer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul Oney.
When you said young man, it threw me off.
So, Paul, what do you think about this new season?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. I don't care about Valentine's. I'm coming next Friday. So, no matter what, I'll be here.
Well, yeah, go ahead and ask Paul's question. Paul's done it all.
So 12 years, what's been the most craziest thing that's ever happened to y'all?
It hasn't happened yet.
No?
No.
Every day is crazy?
Every day is crazy. You never know what's going to happen.
I bet.
I can tell you one.
Yeah?
No, I can't tell that one on camera.
Why not?
Because it's not, for my own sake, I can't tell them on camera.
Mm-hmm.
So, Paul, you said that you would freeze up on camera, but I remember that you were on camera just perfectly fine through something about the way you look tonight. That video, you could see you pounding away on the drums with no problem.
Yeah, but we were expecting, I didn't like dress up or do my hair for thing tonight.
Oh, I know. Me either. I just pulled it back in a
I just
ponytail.
got,
I got another ponytail holder if you need one.
it takes a lot of work to look this good.
Paul, go ahead and tell them, since we're on the T-Roy show, tell them one of your famous jokes. Go ahead. Go ahead, tell all those folks out there. Now, y'all, you have to go, if nothing else, come see Paul. Go ahead.
Sarah Marshall says, love Paul.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Paul. Come on. Come on.
A joke? I don't know any jokes.
You know, all kinds of jokes. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm bringing somebody else over here right now, T-Roy. You know this guy as well as I do. Can we fit him in on camera? Can you fit him in the shot?
I've never.
I'm gonna ask Mark Boyd. Mark Boyd. Did you hear Paul?
Actually, T-Roy, scoot over to the right. Mark, come sit over here between T-Roy and Steve.
Yeah.
Or you can sit right there. There you go.
No, you're still there.
You're still there. You're still on, Paul.
Good job, Paul.
Put it on slim mode and I'll read.
Well, Mark, all right, T-Roy needs to talk to you now.
Yeah.
What's up?
So, play the guitar in the band, right?
Yeah.
Mark's more than just a guitar player, honey. Mark is the musical director, if I'm correct.
That is correct.
Anything else?
So he's the one that puts it all together.
Not just a musician. I'm here to play.
Songwriter.
Mark also narrates the entire show. So when you come here, he'll tell you everything as we go through it. He'll call the shots out loud.
He lets you know.
Sometimes the wrong shots.
And they'll shots.
Sarah says NRL is the best show.
Yeah.
It is the best show.
We should have a great year. I think it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be really, really
So you
good.
excited, right?
No, I gotta tell you, I wanna tell you,
You
I
like
wanna
being
tell you,
here?
and I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I wanna tell you too, and all you folks out there, I gotta tell you that, I mean, I really appreciate all the support that you all give us throughout the years that we've been doing this here in Branson. And I mean, from right here, I wanna say thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope you come to see the show for real. I want to thank Paul and I want to thank Mark for coming on the show with T-Roy and all of us. But I got a couple other people too. And I want to introduce you and them to this young lady that has a brand new show here. It's not a brand new show in Branson. Her show's been in Branson. In fact, she won several awards this year. I'll let her tell you about them. I'm asking to come on over right now. Sade Shine's here tonight.
There you go.
Hey, Sade Shine. Oh, look at you, Paul. There's your exit.
Thanks, guys.
Jamie says hey, and Sade just said hey.
You want me to move you? Talk to him? Come on.
I mean,
Slide.
oh, you get a nice little feeling in the middle.
So are you excited?
I am very excited, but also very so grateful.
She doesn't need to be nervous.
There's just a mix of emotions, but excitement is the biggest one. Yes.
I gotta tell you all, if you like the Queens of Soul, if you like all of that, this is it. She and nervous. She has nothing to be nervous about.
Well, you know what they say about nerves, right? For entertainment, they say it still shows a sense of humility. And so to be in the presence of such great entertainers, it's not that I doubt my ability or my vocal ability, but just being here with such an amazing
Oh, thank you.
I have been watching this beautiful soul right here just crack with.
I try a little bit, not easy going on it.
It's good. It's so
That wasn't right.
digestible and so necessary. So I'm just honored to be here and to try to keep the day that I've earned.
You know something, and I told her and her husband this when they first came over here to start doing the show. This is like a family right here in this theater, and it's a family-oriented theater. So when you come here, you can bring your children here, you can bring your grandmother here, and you're gonna have a good time. You're not gonna have to worry about what we're gonna say or what we're gonna do on stage. You're not gonna have to worry about that because it's gonna be a great time. And this young lady felt from the moment that we had our little bitty met there, from the moment she got on the stage out here during one of the things we were doing for Christmas, right? You know, it is a family kind of deal. So y'all come be part of our family.
Yeah, and that's part of what drew me because honestly, I mean, I'm an entertainer, obviously, but family is really big to me. I have my husband and my son, and we've been here 14 years now. And I do, you know, different genres and things when I'm not in the theater, but to be in a place, you know, people are always like, why did you go to LA or Las Vegas or New York? First of all, unless they're paying my rent, that wasn't gonna happen anyway.
And I'm not saying anything, I'm not down in LA or New York or anything. I go there and I like it, but I wouldn't live there. It's too like,
I can be right here in this place because I'm from the Boot Hill. I grew up in Springfield. I've been in Branson the past 14 years. And so I have a passion and likeness to the lifestyle here as far as being able to raise my son in a decent environment. Doesn't feel like you're dream chasing. It feels like you're building a brand and you're building a family. And so that was really important for us. And so to be able to just kind of go from this little theater and, you know, now we're here, it's you're watching in real time the beauty of brand.
You know what I want to do? I want to say, and this my brother here.
I just kicked him out. Well, I didn't mean to kick him out. I just like it's loud. Anyway, so I just want to say Jamie has a shout out. She says hi to everyone.
Hi, Jamie.
And then Sarah says, I should say we have the best shows in Branson at the Nashville.
And Sarah is the best.
At the Nashville Roadhouse Live Theater. And Brennan says, hey there, guys.
What's up, Brendan? What's up,
When you
Sarah?
came on, Sade, Sarah said, the Queen is in the house. Stevie Lee Woods and NRL band are awesome, said Brendan. And he says, "Hey, everyone, good to see everyone on the show." And then Steve says, "Best shows in Branson history."
Oh,
So
yeah, you know something, I am so proud to have, Rich and Sade and all my guys here. And you know what's cool about, the shows this year, too, is the same band. My band is backing every show. So it's really cool, because my band, everyone in Branson knows my band is hot. They're good. They're good.
In our
So it's
eye
like-
award winning, right?
Oh, yeah.
NRL Nashville Roadhouse Live is one of the most awarded bands in Branson. They play the Branson Show Awards, and so in order to see the Branson Show Awards,
Hey, girl.
Hey, Kevin, come on in.
anyways, in order to, when you see the Branson Show Awards, you'll see the Nashville Roadhouse Live band. They played them the last couple of years, and when I'm talking they played them, I'm saying they played everyone that comes on. The other people don't bring their bands. The Nashville Roadhouse Live band plays them. And as a wannabe musician, to know every song that every person's going to play and be able to play that regardless of what kind of genre that song is just amazing. It shows for the musicianship of the band. Also, the band is full of singer-songwriters and awarded musicians. And so I just want to say the Nashville Roadhouse Live band is amazing. Anyways, back to y'all.
They are the best. Honestly, I was quite shocked when I gave them my song list. I'm thinking, Branson's country and rock. They're like, no problem. No problem. We can play this.
Of all the years,
So
I don't think they've ever not known a song.
it's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna slide in here real quick before I introduce this young man.
Dr. Stevie.
My band, for those of you that don't know, we have a lot of national acts and international acts that come into the theater, and my band backs up every one of them, which is way cool. And so that tells you the caliber of band, because these guys that are playing internationally and nationally, they have no problem jumping in. You've seen it.
It's the same too.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, son.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Sean, come on over. This is Sean. Sean works in production, and I'll stay with you. Oh, really? I'm gonna get up and let him sit down here real quick.
Okay.
Steve was gonna talk to Sean, then to get my brother in production. Look aren't you working, man? Pretty good. How are you? I'm doing well.
So, what do you do here for the theater?
So right now I'm a stage manager. We're kind of working through some technical issues, but we're gonna get our lighting done, get it ready, operational, functional. However, I personally facilitate that the shows run smoothly. At the start of the season, that looks like setting up the set list, making sure all of the set lists across the board for every band member, for Stevie, for the dancers, so that they can all kind of drive together. However, later on in the season, we'd like to change things up throughout the show. So I am in charge of the communications between the band members, backup singers, the LD, the lighting director, and we focus really just on that communication. And Greg, yes. However, at the start of this season, we're moving on to greener pastures, and we're starting to.
What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna ask you to introduce him and bring him on camera with T-Roy.
Okay.
T-Roy, yes, Greg, come on out here. Greg, come on out here. Come on,
Hey,
Greg.
Greg, come on.
He knows 7 minutes.
Hi, T-Roy. Hello, my brother.
Oh, my brother.
Okay, now you talk to Greg.
How is you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
And what do you do for this fine establishment?
Well, I do all of the production. I make sure all these guys do everything I want them to do.
And if not, then it doesn't go smoothly.
Well, they'll be at the store hunting pot of meat.
Well, you definitely need to.
I'll send them to talk to Kay at that point.
How long have you been on the road with Stevie?
Honey, that's not right. You're not supposed to ask an
Well, let's say 40 some.
We were 9, 10 years old.
Hello, Kevin.
We started.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
And Sean is a good stage manager. He listens real good. He does good work. I gotta commend him on it. You're very good.
Thank you, man. Absolutely. Very good.
And T. Roy's my brother.
Absolutely. 100%.
And Kevin.
Yeah, don't forget about him.
Yeah, come here, Kevin.
I'm in the background.
Come here, Kevin.
I was in the shot earlier.
But yeah, it's just basically all of us this year. It's a whole new theater, a whole new group of people, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So come out and see us. And remember one thing, go Chiefs.
Yeah, I want to tell y'all something, and I'm gonna make a real quick shout out, if it's okay by you. I want to take a shout out to Sarah Marshall, who's the GM here at the theater, and Brendan Venable, who also is a night manager and manager here at the theater. And I also want to send a big shout out to Kay Jeffries, who also works very, very hard with everything we do.
Oh.
We really applaud all of them.
Brendan says, hello there, Greg. And Sarah says, Sean is the best. And she also says, so glad to be a part of our work family.
She's probably going to have a job tomorrow.
Well, you just said that. And right after she said she's so part of being part of the work family. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you were part of that.
Sarah, go ahead and give Greg a shout out real quick.
I love you,
Brendan
Sarah.
says, thanks for the shout out, Stevie. Hello. Her.
Okay, I'm done. I'm going.
Thank you, Mr. Greg.
I'll let you guys take it from there. It's been, thank you for
You're
having me
fine.
on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for being here. Our theater. Is that going on? He knows how to use it.
Well, I had my coat on.
Crystal says, hello, Stevie. Greg says, I know.
Let's introduce your husband.
Oh, okay, guys. So he is one of the characters in my show. Maybe not so popular in real life, but he's the hoot on stage. My husband, this is Levon. Come on over.
What's up, Levon?
He pretty much is my everything. I'm not gonna tell how old we are, but we've been together almost 20 years, and we're not even quite 40 yet. So if that tells you anything, that's, we've been hanging out, and I kind of think he's cool, and I liked his shiny teeth. That's how he got me. Anyways, no, he's an amazing asset. I mean, in the prior show, at the prior theater, we were limited in resources and people, and he was changing the dresses, helping change the wigs, and then running out on stage and wearing a wig himself, which was out of his character. Now he loves the wig, by the way. But we do a segment in the show with Tina Turner. So although the show is called The Queens of Soul, I pay tribute to the Empress of Soul, like Nina Simone, and then Gladys Knight, who is the Empress of Soul. And then Nina Simone is known as the Priestess. So there's all these different women. And Tina Turner obviously is rock, but he's my Ike Turner. I'm flashing around a little bit.
You know something, I gotta tell you that, and I've been influenced by a whole lot of musicians throughout my life, and singers and everything else. And I come from a musical family, so my brothers play, everybody played. The only one who didn't play was my mom.
Yeah.
And, but Tina Turner, I became infatuated with Tina Turner when I saw her, like, as a kid, and then on up, and I was like, shit knows how to perform, man. This lady knows how to perform, and she's out there She's got you from the moment she takes the stage, and she's like there. And then you look, and she had her legs insured for $1 million each. You know, that's real.
She was the first
That's
one
real.
out.
By Lloyd's of London. And but when she walked out, you could see why. And she got her whole dynamic. When she took the stage, she owned it. And I don't know if it has anything to do with that. I mean, I've seen everybody from Mick Jagger and all those people throughout my life, but it made me like, when I want to walk on the stage, I want to own it. So I'm like, that's my stage. Here we go. Let's roll.
And I think that was one of the cool things about doing her was once I found out, first of all, I couldn't mimic her voice, imitate her. That was pretty cool, but it was like you said, she was just such a bold and powerful presence. Commanding. And then, she was soulful, but she just had this rock sound to her that was so unique that, she was almost in the genre of her own. And one of the things I do is I don't just like to sing these ladies. I like to, research them. And that way when I'm on stage, I can kind of, embody them. And the fact that she really made her biggest albums and her most famous music was when she was in her 40s.
Later in life.
Later in life, and she connected with the right people, and they were able to push her to a level that Ike couldn't do.
Never get to. I don't know if you noticed when she was Ike and Tina Turner, and they were literally, y'all, they were almost destitute. They lost everything. They were broke. They were everything. And then Tina Turner rebranded herself and became one of the most wealthy women in the music business, period.
Yes.
And I mean, then she married the dude over in Sweden and all that. It was a fairy tale after that, And she finally wound up with everything that she never had as she was growing up and through all the struggles she had with Ike. And that was a real hard. And I know a lot about Tina Turner. It's like, all the beatings and all that. It's not just all the abuse and things that she went through, and to overcome and rise up over that, she did. Yes. She did. And like I said, she owned it, and she's an inspiration to.
Well, and that's part of the reason we include Ike in the show. I sit on the board for a domestic violence nonprofit. And they booked me for an event, and they said, "Don't bring Ike." But and I thought I get it, But honestly, he was legitimately a part of her success and her life story.
Yeah.
And she was able to really, even based on the movie What's Love Got to Do with it, depicting that. And she never took away from how he did inspire her when he did. But we kind of add him in a comedic way, and just allowing people to kind of feel what. Tina was feeling in that era, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, he wears the wig and all. We're working on getting the gold teeth out when he does it, but you might not see that in the eye. But he's a great asset and a great support system.
Well, I'm glad y'all are here. Glad you're here. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having all of us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Also, just to build on the whole after 40 thing. 40 truly is the new 20 because by then you already know what you want to do, what you don't want to do. You done been there, tried that. Like I'm 21 again. Like I am not 42, honey. My body might feel different, but my mind's not.
Right? It's a new 20, and you know how everything really works. So you're like.
Exactly. You've got all the knowledge that you wish you had in your 20s, but I don't feel like I'm old. I remember thinking 30 was old. Yeah. I mean, I once said that I want to die when I'm 36 because after 40 it's downhill from there. Then I turned 18. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm halfway there. Those first 18 years went by. I'm good. And I'm glad I didn't.
Okay.
So
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
And thank you. We're gonna stop doing that. Thank you. Okay. It is. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, T-Roy.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
And there you have it.
All right.
I told you. Stevie Lee and the gang is phenomenal, and you gotta come check them out. Shepherd Hills Expressway and Branson, Missouri, and it's oh yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday night at 8.
Thursday,
And
Friday,
then the other
Saturday
shows
night.
are 8 p.m. For Garth Brooks and 2 p.m. for Sade Shine.
2 p.m. for Sade Shine.
You totally should have done that before you left the train. All right, let's do a couple commercials and then get out of here.
Where country meets rock and roll.
Nashville Roadhouse Live, multi-award winning show including Best of Branson and Best of Southwest Missouri. Nashville Roadhouse Live, the most awarded show in a single year in Branson history. The best of Branson. The best dancers, singers, snacks and drinks, and audience. For tickets, visit NashvilleRoadhouse.com or call 417-336-8742. Branson's most awarded theater and shows. The Pierce Arrow Theater, Nashville Roadhouse Live. Located at 3069 Shepherd of the Hills Expressway, Branson, Missouri. For tickets, visit NashvilleRoadhouse.com or call 417-336-8742.
Established in 1852. Built by Judge Tompkins for his daughter Theodosia and her husband Dr. Hall. Hence the name, Hall Place B&B and Theodosia's Tea Room. During the Civil War, Judge Tompkins and the Halls moved to Indiana. Theodosia and Dr. Hall did not return to Kentucky. Judge Tompkins, however, did return and practiced law out of the home. After his passing, the home was bought and sold until it eventually sat vacant for several years until Mrs. Royce acquired the home and turned it into a bed and breakfast. In 1983, the house was placed on the Historic Registry. The Hall Place Bed and Breakfast and Theodosia's Tea Room, located at 313 South Green Street in Glasgow, Kentucky, is also a great place for a paranormal destination. It is said that a few ghosts inhabit the Hall Place. Mrs. Royce herself still watches over her beloved bed and breakfast, with its sprawling common areas, quaint rooms that are each named after the historic owners of the home, and even a billiard room. Ms. Charla Emmers, the owner/innkeeper, makes homemade jams and goodies you can pick up during your stay. She cooks a down-home breakfast every morning as well. If you are ever in Glasgow, Kentucky and want a unique experience, stay at Hall Place B&B. And don't forget, breakfast is served at 8:30.
And we are back. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. Tune in next Thursday. We have a band drummer coming on, and it's going to be Daniel, and it's going to be a really good show. So yeah, take care of each other, love each other, be there for each other. If you feel lonely, you need somebody, call 988. It's a helpline for everybody out there that needs a little bit of help. So reach out and grab a hold of somebody. Peace and love, and be a rainbow, and have somebody else be a rainbow too.
Bye.
Bye.